another show. This is the place to have your questions answered, you bet. So right now I got a question from Ryan out there in Nebraska, and he says, how much does a horse cost? Well, Ryan, your question's kind of a little bit open there, because you did not specify if the horse was alive or dead. Now, if you got a dead horse, I don't think you're talking about a dead horse, but if you're talking about a dead horse, it's going to get a little stinky. So, and what are you going to do with a dead horse? Can't really have too much fun with it. It's just going to be laying around. So, let's get past that part. And assuming that you're talking about a live horse, well, let's do a little investigation here. Most horses are costing between $500 and up, and I'll leave some little prices there in my little video screen there. So the price of horses can range all the way from $500 probably all the way to thousands of dollars. Maybe even race horses could even be in the millions. So there's all different ranges of prices. Now you got your little miniature horses. You would think they would be half off because they're half the size, but not sure, if they give you half off on a miniature horse. But there's all different types of horses. So, but one thing to keep in mind there, Ryan, if you do buy yourself a horse, and I did look on Amazon, and it doesn't show where I could buy a live horse. You can buy these toy horses, but can't find the live horses. So you might have to look on Craigslist or go to some farm shows, something like that. Now, once you buy your horse there, Ryan, you're going to have to buy some food. And I know from experience, they just can't live on Cheerios and Fruity Loops. You're going to have to get something called horse food. So you might have to go to, your store, your Fleet Farm store or something like that to find horse food. So, now, then you got to get yourself a horse brush, and got to get different things to groom it, and make it look pretty. And I know my daughter would probably want to get like the pink nail polish to put on the toes, but I probably recommend not doing that. And the neighbors will end up laughing at you. Anyway, you're gonna have to find a place for it to to sleep and to stay, and it's not going to fit in your room. As hard as you try, it's gonna get cramped if it's inside your room. So you're gonna have to get something outside, and I know your daddy is probably not gonna want it in the garage, and so you're gonna have to make a barn or get fencing and have a place for it so it can run, and the running machine that you can pick up at the yard sale for about $20, not going to work either. The horses don't like that. So, need a place for it to run. Also, I hate to say this on this channel, I hope I can say this word, poop. Sorry, Mommy and Daddy, but I got to talk about this. The horses do have some poopsies. Number 2. So what are you going to do when you have the horse poopsies? You got to clean it up, and then you got to put it somewhere. And I know your daddy's not going to like it when you put it in the garbage can, and it sits there for a week, and so that's not going to work. So you got to figure out how you're going to deal with the poopsies. So, but I'm not trying to discourage you, Ryan. Not trying to discourage you. So, you could probably pick yourself up a horse for $500, and or so, and gotta have a nice place for it to be. Sometimes you can find these stables that you can rent out and keep the horsey there. So that was a great question, Ryan. Thanks a lot. Hey, if you got a question for me, leave it down in the comments down below. And also, please subscribe. That helps me out. Also, you won't miss one of our exciting shows. And like always, have a fun day. And if you need a deer head, let me know. I'm trying to figure out a place for it. Have a fun day. Bye-bye.